In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Sci podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. Sitting across from me is the one, the only, Cash Krause.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing. It has been another week in time.
Yes, it has.
7 days have passed.
Yes.
Right? That's 7 days in a week.
Right. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. It's all blurring
It
together
is.
now.
It
Months,
is.
weeks.
These days.
I feel like I'm stuck in a time loop.
Yeah, very well
I'm
could be.
reliving the same day literally every day.
Every single day.
Nothing is changing. But, yeah.
Special. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Special day today. It is our Foreign Film Friday.
That's what I was going to say. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Always an exciting time. What did we do last week?
It's a great question. Putting me on the spot. How am I forgetting?
You are just bad at this.
I'm real bad. I know this week we are doing Go Goa Gone.
We are doing Go Go Gone this week. So that means that we are having to replace Go Go Gone.
We did Kumbelongi Nights. There we go.
Man,
Jeez.
I knew it was there. I knew you had
it.
Somewhere.
I did have it in my brain. It just took me a while to process.
Kumbelongi, which was a good one.
It
so
was.
this week we are doing Go Go Gone. We'll be reviewing that. But first...
dun, dun, dun. Cliffhanger.
Dramatic pause. We have to replace Go Go Gone with a new Indian film.
Yeah. So we went ahead and we really like Fahad Fazil and all the films that he was in. So we go, why not pick him again?
Why the hell not?
And we are going with Trance.
Trance this week.
Yes.
So we will be doing Village Rockstar, Ugly,
Ship of Theseus, and now Trance.
and now we are adding Trance.
Yeah.
So if you want to see us review Trance, you will have to go onto the poll and vote. We had a record number of voters this week. Over 1,000.
We did.
We got
Wow, look at that.
We got over 1,000 this week. So yeah, so we just got it. So it's been going great. The polls have been.
The polls are
probably
awesome.
the best thing we've ever done.
Yeah, it is. They're a lot of fun too because it's kind of like a game. You get to sit there, and I'm always checking it. I'm like, ooh.
And you get to interact with the community, and
Yeah.
And they get a say into what we do. So I think that's really cool too.
It is.
So yeah, go and vote. So what are you putting your money on this week?
I am putting my money on Ugly.
Ugly.
I really think the Anurag Kashyap film, it's got to win.
Yeah,
it's got to win this week.
I think it's going to be close between Ugly and Trance this week.
Yes. I think those will be the two headliners.
Yeah, but Village Rockstar and Ship of Theseus will have another tough week.
And
I'm guessing.
We've had quite a few people comment. They're like, Ship of Theseus, it's a masterpiece. You got to watch it. It defines Indian cinema.
Everyone says,
real.
get it right.
They do.
Ship
Get
of
it right.
Theseus.
They do tell us to
They
get
say,
it right.
get it right. You need to see Ship of Theseus. People are saying it will change our lives.
Yes.
If that's true, start your own movement and get people to vote for it.
Get people to vote. Get your grandma, your grandpa, everyone involved.
Yeah, they can vote. There's not an age limit on voting.
There isn't.
Grandma, grandpa,
Right?
shake them up, kick their asses out of bed, get them out
Make
there.
a YouTube account for them.
Absolutely. There you go.
They're like, we don't know how to work
And make
this thing.
sure they subscribe.
Yes. Because that is definitely how my grandparents are.
Oh, yeah, they love the YouTube.
Oh, they don't know how to work it. They don't know how to operate it.
No, they're not.
That different
Not
generation,
wise.
different time.
My grandpa has an iPad. He's pretty happy about
Wow,
it.
that is impressive.
Yeah, he does. He only has like 3 apps.
Yeah.
But he's proud of it.
But he's getting there. Good for him.
Oh, he's a real Steve Jobs.
He is.
Yeah. He's finally picking up technology at 74 years old.
Yeah,
He's
well,
finally. He's like, I'm going to climb this mountain.
You got to start somewhere.
No time too late.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's review.
Let's talk about Go Goa Gone.
All right.
Alrighty. This film is directed by Raj and DK.
The duo.
The duo, yes. They directed Stree, which we reacted to. Looked really good.
Yeah, it looked interesting for sure. A film that might be on the Foreign Film Friday poll someday.
Yes,
I think we've talked about it. I think
we
we've
have
thrown
a few
the
times.
idea
We're like,
around.
should we throw it on yet?
Well,
No, we're going to wait.
It's a tough choice, though. You know, you only get to add one movie a week.
Yeah.
So you really got to add one that you really want to see. So.
And we can't add a bunch of comedies. We had Go Go Gone on the poll, so we,
Yeah, and people get mad when we add
2 genres of the same. Yeah.
Or they get mad when we add too much. Yeah, exactly. You guys have been doing too many thrillers.
We've done one thriller the whole time.
Anyway, so what did you think about Go Go Gone, the 2013 zombie apocalypse action comedy film?
Okay. So, first and foremost, I was completely tired of the zombie phase that we had here in the United States.
This came out like right in the fuck.
It did, in the heat of it.
The resurgence.
But one thing that I appreciated about this film is it also, low-key, it poked a lot of fun at the absurdity of zombie films.
Oh, yeah. That's...
I thought in that aspect, it was really funny because it was just kind of tongue-in-cheek humor, over the top, and they purposely made it that way. Like, they're like, oh, the zombies. And they're all just moving really slow, and they're like, oh, we can't get away. You know, just making fun of the American culture, which I thought was great.
It just makes fun of the genre in general. Yeah, they definitely took a lot from a lot of different zombie films.
Yes.
But, I have similar feelings that I had on this film that I did on Deli Belly, where I enjoyed it, but I thought it could have been better. I thought, there was some funny parts where I actually laughed out loud in this film. But I thought on the whole, it could have been just probably a little bit better. Yeah. As far as zombie films go, though, it's a pretty damn decent zombie film. Even though it's kind of satire, they still did the zombie elements right, which is something I enjoy. Because a lot of films will do satire, but they won't take anything serious for even the zombies, which I don't like. Yeah. That's what something Shaun of the Dead, and you can tell Shaun of the Dead had a heavy influence in this.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Seriously,
and even they had a few Shaun of the Dead Easter eggs throughout the film. So that had, because that's kind of the keying of zombie satires. Yeah. Because that Shaun of the Dead is exactly the same thing as they make fun of every zombie film.
And I thought that's why this film worked for me. It's actually not up my alley. I typically don't like comedy zombie films, but
Shaun of the Dead's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
it's one of my
that
favorites.
One's pretty funny.
Yeah,
but what I loved about this film is it never took itself too serious. It was complete and utter satire. It was never just, oh my God, this is a real zombie film. So I don't know. For what it was, I didn't mind it. For the genre of what it was, I didn't mind it. But again, this is not a film that I personally would love. You get what I'm saying? It's just not a film that's...
Yeah, well, I just didn't think it was the perfect film. I could tell when something's... we're supposed to be funny, and they just didn't always land for me. That was the biggest part, is because it's much more of a comedy than it is a zombie film. Of
course.
But yeah, they don't hide that at all. But I just thought some of the comedy elements could have worked. And some things I thought the dialogue was a little hokey and cheesy at points.
Sometimes.
Even to the point where I get that it was supposed to be, especially with Boris. Mm-hmm. But it was to the point where I didn't even...
it was a little cringe.
It was too exactly. Yes, I felt like it was ugh, who's writing this? Yeah. But some scenes like that, but I'm so glad they acknowledged that Boris was played by an Indian man that would just dyed his hair blonde. I thought at first, did they really just cast an Indian and just dye his hair blonde and call him the most Russian name in the world? Because I was about to leave the room.
That was no shit, right? That was one of the funniest things about the film is that they addressed it in the film.
I'm glad they fucking did. I almost thought they were going to play it off to where we just couldn't find a Russian.
Right. And another thing that I found really funny, this is the dry sense of humor. I did enjoy that they did the Russian writing, but still in English subtitles. But anytime Nikolai would speak in Russian or...
Nikolai only speaks fucking 2 words.
2 words the whole time.
You can tell they only got him because he was white and looked semi-Russian. Because he has zero speaking lines.
Zero dialogue.
But yeah, I like that too, and I even ended up liking that relationship between Nikolai and Boris more than probably any other relationship in the film.
Yeah,
I did not care for the two main, the guy and the girl. Although I mean, I didn't care for the relationship, but I thought the main guy from Deli Belly,
Love.
Yeah, that wasn't wearing some stupid afro this time.
Doss.
He did a really good job.
All
three of the guys are really funny, especially kind of the brain dead dumb one, which is an element that I think it's annoying at some point, but I didn't think that his character ever got annoying. He was never too stupid to where he was kind of hindering the group, which is easy to do in these satire films.
It's so easy.
Yeah. Especially when you're trying to make fun of the genre, which the zombie genre always has one guy of the group that is not going to make it.
Not making it. Yeah, you're like, all right.
Like, this guy is like, he's never even heard of a zombie before. Like, he has no idea of the rules or anything.
And I love how, like, it was very, like, campy sometimes when they're like, what are these? Are they vampires?
I know. That was so weird. Like, what the hell? Yeah. And he's like, oh, they're zombies. And they're like, what? And they couldn't believe it, even though they saw them eating people.
Eating people, clearly, as day.
And then it ended up being some stupid fucking explanation of, like, they just wanted blood. So they kind of were vampires. Yeah, remember the blood? He said they made him higher.
Yes.
But something else that I think this film, where they tried to do it Shaun of the Dead-esque, was they didn't show a zombie until about 30 minutes into the film.
Yeah.
Which is something that, if you do it right, I don't mind, but I mind it in this, because in other films, when they do that, in zombie films in particular, they'll sprinkle in hints of what's kind of going on. In Shaun of the Dead, you would see, like, TV advertisements and news agencies talking about people getting sick and stuff. So I like that sprinkling, but not a single zombie until 33 minutes in.
I think the only time you could say that they tried to do that is when the lights went out and they're like, what? And then he goes, "Rah!" And he's got that shit all over his face. And that's the first
30 seconds.
Yes, it is. And then after that, it's like nothing for
It's not another zombie, except I did time it that we got a slap 13 minutes in.
Which
is great timing. It's great timing for a slap.
Yes,
it is. Absolutely.
At that 13-minute mark.
13-minute mark, because you want to get it early.
You do.
Because you want to know this is a decent film.
When you want to bring the audience in.
Exactly.
Too,
So I see that big slap, and I'm like, okay.
All right,
I'm in it now.
Fasten up.
Things are happening. Things are taking off. But, so we did get 13 minutes in.
We did.
With a force slap. But I like that. And, and we get, and again, the whole story to where, again, I see that satire, but it's like the whole story of why the zombies even happened. It's
because of the drugs.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
But it was like too expensive for those three.
And they never fucking tested that drug once.
No.
They just immediately brought it to this
just
shy
said, fuck it, everyone. You are our test subject.
How do they even know it was a good drug if not a single person took it?
It's
because one person takes it, you see the guy turns into a zombie. You're not selling it.
No, of course not. It's terrible for your business.
Yeah, you're not getting
the return customer. Yeah. This is the worst drug dealer of all time, quite possibly.
Yeah, so, and that part I did not. I was hoping that there would be some kind of
bigger explanation.
I like that. I like that where even it can be something where, like, the Army was typical. The Army's always testing something.
They're always
releasing it on the masses to test it. So I just wish there was something. And then, but Boris knew everything about the zombies, though, without even knowing.
I know. So
his whole excuse was, I killed a lot of them. Because he loves killing dead people.
He does.
It's like his shitty catchphrase.
It's like it was like he was literally born for that. It's just to kill.
He says about like 3 times, I killed dead people. Like he was almost trying to like do a Arnold Schwarzenegger thing.
He said, I'll be back at one time. He does. But I kill dead people is kind of like I see dead people from The Sixth Sense. Maybe it was a little.
I know. And it's like. Redundant. How can you kill a dead person? He's already dead. So I think that's supposed to be fun.
Right, I guess so.
But, his lines did not... Although I did enjoy the character once he got established that he was kind of... just lying to be Russian. I never got that.
I never... That's what he...
At one point he goes, I was kind of light-skinned. So I'm like, hey, I'll go Russian.
He's like, identity crisis. I just got to figure it out, man. Because my friends are poking too much fun at me.
I was kind of light-skinned, so he went full fucking Russian.
Oh, my God.
But he was probably my favorite character, though, Boris, out of the whole thing. I enjoyed his character.
Yeah, he was funny.
But I did not follow why he left at some point.
because they said he had more important.
Did it ever
things to-
establish what
No.
that was?
Him and Nikolai just went off for a little while and then they came back, but no establishment whatsoever. We had no idea, and it was almost one of those things where you could have told the story. They could have done their adventure, and you could have gotten like another 10 minutes of them doing something hilarious.
Oh yeah, and I really think that was written in specifically to get the three guys plus the girl, alone. To have that scene where the zombies, remember, they're like sneaking. Like, I don't know what zombie hides in a shadow and then pops out. They're zombies. They have no brain. They're just walking in the doors. Yeah. I mean, but this zombie, he was like waiting in the back. Well,
even in the house too. Like, they're all outside the window, and then they're just all in the house. Yeah. We're like, what the fuck?
So I really think they just had to get like this killing machine because Boris out of the house, so you have a more tense moment. Because if he was there, but I didn't like how they got there to where he's just like, I got to see ya.
Yeah, see, I got shit to do. You're like, what?
I think it was just to get the Coke, wasn't it? He got the big bag of Coke.
Oh, the Coke. Okay, maybe that's what it is.
So
the more important things to do.
The world is ending. You're not even going to be able to sell this Coke to people. No one's going to want Coke at this point. Never. Although it comes in handy at the end. It's the cure all.
Okay, and that part, I was laughing out loud. I thought that shit was hilarious because he's like, you don't ever want to mix drugs, right? And like, they thought Bunny died.
Yeah.
And that's where I thought they tied in the film pretty hilariously because I actually did think Bunny died.
Oh, I didn't. I knew immediately he didn't.
With all the blood and everything, I was like, okay, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, they would have made
someone.
Well, they would have
Bunny was
exactly.
the perfect guy to
but
kill.
I feel like they would have made that much more dramatic if they were to actually kill him off. It would have been a much more because he was a best friend,
Yeah,
he was part of it. So I knew immediately that if you can't see him die,
you can't believe
that he's normally
It's like a Star Wars death.
And they kind of just breezed over that where like it wasn't that big of a deal that Bunny died. They were sad for a moment, but they were more sad that Nikolai got bit.
Yeah, they were. I know. The girl's like,
so I knew it wasn't. I knew that he was coming back at some point, but yeah.
But God, that reveal was so funny when they're like, Bunny, but how are you still alive? And he's like trying to explain it, and he's like, why? And then like he falls into the tent and he grabs the plate of Coke and he's just frantic. He's just throwing it, and then the Coke
and it just stops him for some reason.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you can't combine
drugs,
which is not true. You can't mix drugs.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Wow. And some say it makes the drugs much better.
Well, some would. I
liked when they were smoking. Obviously, they weren't smoking cigarettes, but every time the warning came up, cigarette smoking
is hazardous to your health. Yeah,
they're not smoking fucking cigarettes. No, they're smoking that
fucking
fucking hash, brother.
Yes,
hell yeah.
sir.
But we got the warning.
Definitely stoners.
We got the warning every time. I don't understand what warrants a warning anymore.
I don't know. But the balls on them in the beginning of the film to just be smoking weed in the bathroom like that.
What? Yeah, you got to do it. One of the guys smoked weed in the office.
I know. It seemed like the boss even knew, too.
I like that scene. I thought that was funny where he just, instead of turning around going he just jumps. I'll just kill myself. It'd be easier. Yeah. That scene I thought was funny. And one of the funniest scenes one of the few scenes where I actually found myself laughing out loud was when Boris, they're like, can we have a gun? Like, yeah, can you handle the gun? And they're all like, yeah, we handle a gun or whatever. We're like, super good.
Yeah.
And he's like, right in the middle of explaining, he's like, all right, but the most important thing is we have to conserve and right when he's about to say, a zombie pops up and they just fucking
unload both their clips in it.
The zombies just getting pepper and they're just screaming, unloading clips, and they don't even kill the zombie.
No, because they don't shoot it in the head.
I thought that was pretty funny. The editing for that was pretty funny. Where he's like, right, and he's like, and just forget. He's like, don't forget one more thing. Most important thing is just conserve. And just trying so fast.
Like, you idiots.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, they ended up being not that bad of a shot for only playing Call of Duty.
No kidding. Not too bad.
For only playing COD?
Yeah, it's not quite bad. The throwback, too. They're like Modern Warfare 3. I'm like, damn, that's an old game.
Yes, it did come out in 2013.
Yeah, it did.
Modern Warfare 3, man. I remember those days.
Dude, that was my favorite one of all time.
Modern Warfare 3
I loved Modern Warfare 3. I played it all the time.
And Modern Warfare 2 was really good.
Yes.
Modern Warfare 2 was really good.
That's the iconic, like, the pedestal of all Modern Warfares.
Yeah, is Modern Warfare.
I did enjoy 3.
3 was good.
I used the FMJ akimbos.
And that's when people in our school got super serious, remember?
Yes.
We don't need to get into this,
Yeah, we
but
don't.
we would spend class periods looking up like weapon skins and stuff for that. Didn't get a great education.
No, we did not. Well, because we
turned
were
out to bite us in the ass in
fiddling
the
around
long
with
run. Yeah,
freaking
exactly.
video games. Yeah.
But with our education system, it turns out teachers don't really care. Yeah, so it's like
you can browse on your phone and just look at.
well, we
look
were
at
on full on
skins.
desktops.
We were on desktops,
and they knew we were doing.
we
it.
were looking at it. Yeah.
But it wouldn't fly anymore. You saw some kid
we're
looking
not.
at guns in school today. You'd be like, "That's a red flag.
That's a huge
Get that
red
fucking
flag.
thing out."
Go to the principal's office.
Yeah, tough.
That's a problem.
Tough times.
Yeah.
Tough times.
Definitely.
All right, back to
Back
Go
to
Go Gone.
Go Go
Yeah,
Gone.
back to Go Go Gone. So I like that. I like the gun attack. That was funny. I thought their first time they get attacked, I thought was funny too, with the umbrella and he opens the umbrella. I thought that effect looked good. And something that I appreciate again, they took the zombies as far as the makeup and stuff like that and how they acted. They took that serious.
Yeah, they did.
And the gore looked good.
Yeah, it did.
Which is important. I hate in zombie films where the only thing you see is the swarm of zombies, and then you don't see anything else.
You don't see anything else.
I gotta see the blood. I gotta see guts.
Yeah.
It's a zombie. They're tearing you apart.
And you are right, because like that scene with Bunny when those zombies are ripping that dude in pieces, and then the arm flings off, and even the arm that they threw
I
over
like
looked
that.
good. Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
What I always find hilarious in these satire comedy, zombie films is how quickly a zombie can just rip you to shreds and start eating your intestines.
Well, they go straight for the gut.
They do.
It's like a chimpanzee going for your dick.
Yeah, never good.
I mean, they know it's soft, so yeah, I would assume that is the place a zombie would go for it. I mean, you could just tear into that baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how hard it is to tear into a man. We don't have evidence to
That's
prove.
true. Yeah, we have not
It
tried.
could take seconds. It could take minutes. I don't know. But you got to think when you're hopped up on some kind of crazy zombie drug, you could tear through a man pretty quick.
Well, what else was funny is how fast the zombies were deteriorating.
I
They've
know.
been dead less than a day. And some of them had
It's
their
the-
face melting
It's the heat,
off.
though.
It is the
The
heat.
Indian heat.
I heard Goa is
your
hot.
skin is melting off
It
your
is.
bones.
Gotta
But
be
yeah,
careful.
man, they fucking deteriorated quick. But yeah, you have to because that makes more of a more fun zombie film when you can do zombies that are real fucked up than zombies that just look like normal dudes. But yeah, I like that. And I liked they went for the classic slow moving zombie.
They did.
You don't get a lot of all.
Don't do the World War Z zombies.
I like both. Both can be done in a very interesting ways. Both are just as scary to me. Slow zombies, they overwhelm you with numbers.
They do.
So that's very scary. But a zombie that can full on sprint for hours at a time without stopping.
That one is much more terrifying.
28 days later, the ones that are just sprinting at you.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
That's a bad one because you could die from one zombie.
I've never been a fan of the slow zombie movers. Like, it's just like, I know I can get away.
Well, that's
Even
what
in
everyone
numbers.
thinks, man. No.
I know. That's
You
what
just get
everyone thinks.
overwhelmed. You know, you think you're doing good. You're fucking taking headshots. You're doing everything. You run out of ammo. It only takes one to grab you. Then you're all fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you got I've spent a lot of time thinking about it because we've been so
can tell.
overwhelmed with zombies.
We
that
have.
At this point, I think every American has a plan.
Oh, absolutely. Some people have made bunkers in their own house for zombie
We may
apocalypses.
be the worst country in the world when it comes to solving the problems of a pandemic, but if an actual zombie apocalypse happened, they would all be coming to us.
They would be.
They'd be fucking crawling to us. And that's probably never going to happen.
probably
and that's
not.
a stupid thing for American to even hold in high regard.
Definitely.
But it's the proudest thing
But, you know,
it's the proudest thing I know about my country.
And some Americans have never been the brightest. So
No. Yeah, they're preparing for things like a zombie apocalypse when we have actual things going on.
But refuse to wear a mask.
Yeah, I will spend $30 on a zombie-proof bunker, but you asked me to wear a fucking mask for 15 minutes? No.
Don't you
I'll
take
be in
away
my
my
bunker.
rights.
Yeah, I'll be in my bunker. We're telling you, go in the bunker, separate yourself.
seriously.
Why aren't you using it? Now they won't be caught dead in the bunker.
No, they will not
It's
be.
my right to be outside of my
It is.
bunker.
It is. Did you pay for that bunker? It's still my
I
right.
paid for it so I don't have to be in it. The logic.
The logic.
That
makes
is what
no sense.
scares me about a zombie apocalypse is you say it would be hard to get trapped, but I think for a majority of Americans, wiped out in minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, it's...
It would be pandemonium here. It'd be chaos. Absolute chaos here.
Yeah.
We'd be the first country to go.
Well, think about it. The zombie disease going around, they're telling everyone to wear a mask. Fuck that. I'm not wearing a mask.
Nope. Zombie apocalypse.
That communist mask? Yeah, right. The most American thing I can do is turn into a zombie.
Here's my mask, the American mask.
Oh, classic.
Oh,
classic.
gosh.
But I was wondering, because this film was tagged as an apocalypse film. And I'm thinking, well, they're just on an island.
Yeah.
Unless
the
it's not.
zombies can swim.
It's not that big. Don't tell me
a
that,
problem.
man. Now you're really fucking scaring me, because my whole idea is to buy an island.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I think they sink.
They do. They do sink.
Can you
They
tell me
probably
that
can't
100%?
swim. Yeah, I can.
I
Without
can't imagine
shadow
a
of doubt.
zombie waiting in the water or doing like a Michael Phelps breaststroke. That would be fucking scary.
That would actually be scarier.
1,000 zombies just in a lake and you just see white water.
I don't want to see that.
No, we pray to God that we never will. But yeah, I liked that at the end because they're obviously setting it up for a sequel.
Well, and the sequel's coming out in 2021.
Yeah, and I look forward to the sequel. I look forward to seeing them on that because they left it open to where it seems interesting. To now they think they were getting off that island the entire time. Which, why did no one ever send help?
I don't know.
2,000 people, 5,000 people on this island. No one hears from them for 2 days. And what's with this? Did they ever explain the cell phone thing? Was there no signal?
Yeah, but they
Whatever,
called.
but-
Yeah, but Love and they called each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's weird. Love and Bunny called each other, so I don't know.
Yeah. So
Maybe they're just not international or not past the island calling.
I only get island calling.
Yeah, only island call.
It didn't make it seem like they were out there for like. It didn't seem like it was a long boat trip to get to the island. No. Like it wasn't days to get. Well,
probably not in that little boat that they took.
I know.
That running gag with that one girl out there in the boat was really funny. I love that scene when they asked Boris, they're like, how long until she comes back? And he's like, 16 to 18 hours. And he just goes, what the fuck? I love that line. Just the way
or
that
the
you
scene
said
where
it.
they
What
think
the
where they think he had sex with her and that he might be a zombie.
zombie.
Where are they basing that off of?
And he keeps saying, I think he's okay. No, he's still got the knife towards him. I'm like,
that
oh my
scene was
God.
funny where they're like trying to give him a math test to see if his brain. Let's do capitals.
I'm not. Yeah, he's like, I'm not.
Capitals. He's like, he's so pissed.
What is the capital
of Uganda? Who the fuck knows that?
Not me.
No. Well, of course not.
Of course,
of course not you. No, but yeah, I like that part too, though. The capitals, that was funny. But yeah, the running gag of that chick just constantly being on that boat.
Right.
They couldn't get rid of her.
They couldn't.
And at the very end, he like gets her, and she's chasing him through the forest.
I love that scream that he has too when she gets out of the boat. He's like,
I know he was so confident going up there, and that's something that's funny too. Is that guy was so damn confident? Remember, he tries to pick up one lady at the bar, and she says no, and he just goes right
to the next one. He goes, I think I recognize you.
Yeah,
that's like his line every time.
That, yeah, that was that guy was pretty funny. I can't remember. I haven't seen that guy in anything else too. I don't think.
No, I mean I haven't either.
The second in command, but well, what's your closing thoughts? Do you have any other scenes that stood out to you?
Yeah, believe it or not, and normally this wouldn't work for me, but I love the ending scene with Nikolai and Boris. He's like, Nikolai's up there. He tries to shoot him, can't, and then he grabs the bazooka.
How the fuck? Well, how did Nikolai get on the tower?
Okay, that was my question too. I was like, hold on, what the fuck? This guy was in the forest, and now he's on top of the tower?
There is a few plot holes in this movie.
There are a lot of plot holes. A lot of plot holes in this
guy,
film.
I thought he was going out to kill himself.
Right.
But
instead,
no,
he climbs
the
all the way
tower.
to the tower just to try to jump on them. I was like, okay.
I didn't mind that part, but I thought the third act was a little lackluster to me. That whole shootout I thought was very generic. Yeah. But I did enjoy the bazooka scene.
Yeah, that was funny.
Nikolai.
Just pew!
And you know it hurt him too because they were besties.
They were best friends.
Maybe
man.
even in a cup. Maybe they were in a relationship.
They could have been.
They were very close.
Definitely.
But yeah, they have that strong Russian bond that all real Russians have.
They do,
especially Boris, who's 100% Russian.
He absolutely was.
I had pale skin, so I was like, "What the hell?" I thought I'd learn Russian.
Oh gosh.
But yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, do you have anything else, Cash?
No. Overall, I would say I thought it was pretty good. I thought it could have been better, but for zombie satire films, it's pretty good. And just for zombie films in general, because there's been so many and so many shitty ones, it's one of the better ones for sure.
Yeah, and again, like as far as my closing thoughts, like this is not a film that's like one of my favorite genres. Like I have enjoyed other films that we've reviewed for Foreign Film Friday a lot more than this one. But it's also on that same note, on that same side of the coin. Like it's not a bad film either. Like for what it is, there were funny moments in it. Some of the jokes landed. And as far as a zombie film, it really wasn't bad. So yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, that is our Foreign Film Friday review for Go Goa Gone. If you guys like what you're seeing there, please be sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. If you're listening in audio format for our podcast, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher, our social media pages, Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter. That's just Cash. Instagram, Have You Seen It? Facebook, Have You Seen It Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause, and until next time.
Bye.